Word Business Practice is a production of Idea Capital Associates, expanding the topical issues of business, management, and governance from God's Word in order to propel positive actions for startups, growth, and sustainability in our marketplace. It is actually insights of the Spirit to explain physical things, mending the broken walls of business. Welcome to the Word Business Practice channel. This edition of Word Business Practice will be looking at business sustainability for startups and existing companies as they journey through business life cycle. This is business sustainability based on God's Word. Hop in and take a ride with me. The anchor word is Luke 19:1-10, New King James Version. Let's look at the storyline in brief. This story is about Zacchaeus, a successful chief tax collector, who had the goal of seeing Jesus as Jesus journeyed in fulfillment of his own business purpose of saving souls. However, Zacchaeus was faced with two challenges in achieving the goal in view: a circumstantial, man-made, physically nurtured phenomenon of a huge crowd for the same purpose as Zacchaeus, and also many who wants to trend with current happenings of that time. Secondly, a natural phenomenon of short stature that can't be corrected at that instant, in order for him to compete with the circumstantial challenge of the crowd. Sometimes, some things are just not enough. They are short. These are the two main challenges faced in our today's world of business as threats to sustainability. However, with right definition of what was required to achieve his goal, Zacchaeus, a change of strategy was deployed, and despite these threats and challenges, Zacchaeus was able to achieve his goal as Jesus fulfilled his mission of saving his soul and other people's soul. What are the sustainability strategies postulated in this passage? Let's look at the first one: advert and publicity of the core business mission, otherwise referred to as brand strategy. Verse 2: Now behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus, who was a chief tax collector, and the Bible described that he was very rich. Zacchaeus was well known as a rich tax collector, successful within his sector of operation. He was well known for what he was doing. He was well known for what he should be doing. He was a hard and smart worker with undeniable results. The bottom line numbers were in his favor. We're talking about liquidity, profitability, assets, investments, just to mention a few. He was constantly promoting his business of tax collection without sentiment, without plagiarizing. He was very focused despite being a contrarian in the society. Nobody likes to pay tax, not then, and definitely not now. Amongst the tax collecting firms of his time, he was a well-known brand as a rich, successful chief tax collector. My question: what are you known for? Word Business Practice is one of the productions of Idea Capital Associates, a business and management consulting firm. Through the YouTube platform and other social media, we promote business and management concepts and principles backed by biblical insights in order to jumpstart new businesses in different sectors of the economy, and drive growth and sustainability of existing ones as the journey through business life cycle. Within the scope of content creation and production, this is what Word Business Pratix is known for. This is what we should be known for. This is what we want you, our viewers and our subscribers, to know Word Business Pratix for. Take a trip to our channel for previous editions of Word Business Pratix on various business and management topics, backed by biblical insights. Again, my question: what are you known for? And is what you are known for directly related to what you are doing and what you should be doing? Second strategy: operations strategy in sustainability. Verse 3 to 5. And he sought to see who Jesus was, but could not because of the crowd, for he was of short stature. So he ran ahead and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was going to pass that way. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and saw him and said to him, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must stay at your house. There are always limitations in meeting business goals and objectives. Business is much more than buying and selling, as decisions must be made in the process of buying and selling. And these decisions, they appear within gray areas of limitations, challenges, and risks. For Zacchaeus, there was a circumstantial, man-made, physically nurtured phenomenon of a huge crowd. And secondly, a natural phenomenon of short stature that can't be corrected at that instance to compete with the circumstantial challenge of the crowd. Your business limitations could be 1. Production capacity to meet demands. 2. Substitutes or imitations from competitors in the marketplace. 3. Available employable human resources. 4. Back-end supply chain. 5. Availability of financing options for projects, expansion, or capital injection. 6. Government regulatory and compliance policies, and many more. Sometimes some things are just not enough. They are simply short. However, critical thinking of correct definition of what is needed by time, not wanted, needed, will mitigate against both challenges of natural and nurtured limitations. Applicable operations strategy should be premised on the following axioms. 1. What you don't have, you don't need to achieve your goal. An accurate need analysis for Zacchaeus showed a need for height to achieve his objective, not compulsorily tallness. Number 2. Whatever you have is enough to achieve your goal. Zacchaeus was short, a fast runner, and had knowledge of climbing trees. These are resourceful advantages leveraged on to achieve his goal. These axioms will produce the various solution options that will achieve the objective. However, each solution option should be tested on the tripod stand for achievement of a sustainable objective. Verse 4. So he ran ahead and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was going to pass that way. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and saw him and said to him, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I've decided to stay at your house. Our appropriate solution option must pass the organic test. The Bible recorded that he climbed a living sycamore organically, not some pole jumping. The organic solution must be effective and cost efficient. 2. Appropriate solution option on that tripod stand must pass the legal tests. He was not committing any crime or offense by climbing the tree. If he did, the Jews would have stoned Zacchaeus and stoned him to death. 3. Appropriate solution option must pass the ethical test. Climbing the tree was accepted by society norms, the Jewish principles, culture, and traditions of that time. It was not considered out of place, especially if the law was silent about it. If it failed the ethical test, the Jews would have again stoned Zacchaeus and stoned him to death. It is pertinent to know that the test together is a tripod stand, and each leg as a test is important for the sustainable solution. Two-thirds may be a majority, but unanimous decision is required, else the tripod stand will not stand. Solution option must pass each test individually and collectively as a whole. Verse 4, and when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and saw him and said to him, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must stay at your house. Finally, what Zacchaeus was looking for him. Sincere appreciations to all our subscribers to Word Business Pratix channel. If you are yet to subscribe, kindly do so to this channel and click the notification button to get more at the instance of new production. And let's build the community together. Also join others to like, comment, and share with your loved ones to spread these new narratives for startups, for growth and sustainability of businesses. After all, everybody is involved in some form of business. Thank you, and see you next time on this Word Business Pratix channel for the next edition of Business Sustainability.